Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today, I'm just going to talk about Phase 3 announcement launching and what you can do to prepare, as well as making you aware of all the items, things, and stuff that's coming. Allegedly, December 10th, I believe, is what they announced, is the release of Alterac Valley and Warsong Gulch Battlegrounds. And what makes these really awesome is the fact with the honor system that just launched and the whole PvP about a week ago, these are really good sources of PvP because world PvP has been a bit much. Like, if I was Alliance on the server, I would not enjoy playing the game. They can't level. Like, we're out there in full force hunting them. They have to sit together as groups of 5, 6, 7 just to do anything, and I truly feel bad for them. But anyway, I feel like that's why they're releasing these battlegrounds early and not with Phase 3 launch. I guess we'll refer to the BGs as Phase 2.5, and then we will refer to full Phase 3 as Blackwing Lair. And so here is a look at the Warsong Gulch reputation. Friendly, honored, revered, exalted, obviously. The lower level ones aren't really anything of note. You're not going to use these unless you're leveling up as you go. But there's these wrists, which actually would be an upgrade for me right now. I'm not sure if they will continue to be an upgrade once BWL comes out. I'll have to look into that more. Then we have these leather and plate wrists. So just these three from what I can see. And then these are the tiers for 40 and 50, just lesser versions of them. So like if you have a twink or PvP, something like that, then you can definitely get these upgrades. These other ones say Phase 6, these leggings, so I don't think they'll be out right away. And you can also get this Warsong Battle Tabard, which looks pretty cool. I have my robe on, so, but it's black and has Gromash's sigil on it, so that's pretty cool. So that's it for Warsong. Now, Alterac Valley, I know that one of the best melee items comes out, and that is Don Julio's ban. I know every warrior, feral druid has been super hyped for this. Like, I've heard Don Julio's about 1,000 times in my guild with the announcement of this. So that's a super awesome ring for people to look out for. Don Ringo's doesn't come out till Phase 5, which is a pretty amazing PvP ring. And then we have, for casters, we have all these wonderful offhands. There's this healing one, and then there's just a blanket damage one. That's damage and healing. And then you have very specific ones, so like an arcane domination one. I think that's really good for Boomkin. And then we have these fire, shadow, and ice ones. So Therizon's Touch just gives you blanket overall stats, and the Tome of the Ice Lord is 9 and 34. So like in a PvE sense, you probably want to use this. If you, as a mage, you definitely would want to use that one. And if you're anyone else that uses a split of things, I would say that Therizon's Touch would be good. Pretty sure you can get both, and my add-on says you can buy it for 1 copper. I guess that's just a reward for being exalted. I don't know the cost on these. I'll look more into that and get back to you guys. But yeah, you can get some pretty powerful items. And that's kind of it for being exalted. And what makes these important is you can get towards your Warlord set. Super easy PvP, honorable kills, and right now, like for Mage, the Warlord set is insane. Like, getting that is best for a very long time. I think till Bloodvine and ZG for PvE and PvP. So that's what I'm going after. I got ranked Sergeant rank 3, so that's pretty cool, in my opinion. Something that's been a hot debate is the rare items for Phase 6. I've seen a lot of content creators and streamers say that it's out here. Because the revamped earlier items is in. I won't know until Tuesday because I will not be a blood guard or stone guard. Stone guard would let me enter here. But rank 10 would let you get these items, and they are pretty freaking nuts, as you can see. Just some crazy 2-set bonus right there. A lot of the previous sets say go for these, which requires rank 10, as I mentioned. I don't know if they're in here. Like, I sincerely don't know. I will let you guys know the second they're in. And yeah, that kind of wraps it up for PvP and sort of incentives to be doing PvP, whether you like it, whether you prefer PvE or not. Some of the best gear is obtained through player versus player, and I would recommend doing it. And then the next thing that makes this phase so freaking insane and awesome is that with phase 3, I don't know if they're going to put these in at December 10th with 2.5 or phase 3 with BWL. I'd imagine BWL, but not 100%. I have no way of confirming this. But a lot of the reputations in Classic get an overhaul. They get a ton of new enchants, tailoring patterns, blacksmithing patterns, leatherworking patterns. Just so many new patterns that come into play at phase 3. The ones that I am 100% sure come in is Thorium Brotherhood. And as we can see, Nightfall is an amazing weapon that all you're going to want to be giving your hunters or enhanced shamans these for raiding. It requires a blacksmith to an axesmith specifically to get exalted with and get them. I know our guild is already on top of that, and I believe we have our axesmith ready. Then next is Revered. This is what I'm going for because I'm tailoring and enchanting. It gives me access to Flare Core Leggings, which is an amazing piece of gear. Fire resist, stam, increased damage and healing. By that, I'll need 5 fiery cores, 3 lava cores, 10 essence of fire, and 8 mooncloth. That's not hard at all. It's an upgrade for me right now. I don't have tier 1 or tier 2 legs, so just a nice little BOE upgrade that can definitely help you do more damage as far as casters. I know our tanks want this molten belt, our druids specifically. They've been freaking out about it. So it requires an elemental leatherworker to get revered with that. And then they can get that molten belt. I'm not sure as far as blacksmithing what they go. But these enchants come available, which is enchant weapon, mighty intellect, which puts you 22 int to any weapon, which is great for PvP or PvE situations. It's a lot cheaper than spell power, so it's definitely a nice upgrade that you can get. I will say Thorium Brotherhood is the best rep increase, and I think you can get rep from them for clearing BWL. Not 100% on that, but just something to keep aware and be know what's up. And then Timbermaw Hold, phase 3 brings with a lot of enchants from them as well. You can get Earth to Water, which is a pretty good X-Mute. That requires friendly. 2H agility isn't till phase 5, unfortunately. But once you're honored, you can get weapon agility, which is 15 agility to a weapon. As well as this tailoring pattern, leatherworking pattern, blacksmithing. That belt might be pretty good for Hunter or something. I'm not 100 on that. But this weapon enchant's what I'm going for. I'm almost honored with them. I've been grinding hard. I grinded a lot when it first came out, got to friendly, and then I've just been grinding a little bit the past couple days over in Winterfall. If you are grinding this and you are interested in getting this Defender of the Timbermaw trinket, it does require, once you hit Revered, similar to Argent Dawn, you want to save your tokens and use those. In the case of the Timbermaw, you have to go from Revered to Exalted with beads or feathered headdresses. So just something to keep in mind. Save all those. If you're only rushing to Honored for these patterns or these PvP pouches and stuff like that, then I wouldn't really worry about it too much. You're going to hate yourself later if you rush it and do decide to go Exalted, but that's up to you. Those are some of the big things. Ceridian Circle rep doesn't come into play till AQ, which is phase 5. Hydraxian Warlords, That's phase 6, I suppose. I don't know when the vendor comes in, but it comes in with a the Aqua Quintessence that it comes out with an eternal one that you can get, so that way you don't have to go talk to Hydraxis every time you do MC for the runes, which is pretty nice. I don't think that comes out phase 3, but just making you aware. Zandalar's phase 4 ZG, and I think the big ones are Timbermaw and Thorium Brotherhood to get those reps so you can get those enchants, tailoring patterns, blacksmithing, leatherworking on day 1. And then finally, we have BWL and Darkmoon Faire. Darkmoon Faire brings in trinkets, which are pretty awesome, and BWL, which is the later part of phase 3. Which you can go through here to look through your gear presets. It's just it's this next big raid, and just tons of new awesome stuff. Definitely would look into some great BIS lists, sort of plan out gear that you're really looking after, whatever system you use, whether it's guild, loot council, DKP. Just sort of plan out, see what pieces you want the most, and sort of look into those. But yeah, I really, really hope this helps you guys learn what all you can prepare for. Finally, we need to go to Darkmoon Faire and look at these trinkets. So there's Orb of the Dark Moon, which is a pretty nice neck piece. I would use that right now. Then they have these trinkets. This is Twisting Nether. Gives away a 10% chance to be able to resurrect with... Oh, okay. So that's just a resurrection trinket. That's pretty cool, I guess. Warlords. I'm not sure if any of these are really good. Chance your melee. That one might be good. The Elementals one. And then we have Beasts. 2% chance on successful spellcast to allow 100% of your mana regeneration to continue while casting. That's probably pretty good for a healer or something. But yeah, a lot of these don't seem like DPS. But if you want to have fun at the fair, you go to Elwyn Forest or Mulgore, and you can get some good stuff with that. And honestly, I think that is... Oh, they also announced the Elemental Invasion. I completely almost forgot about that. These bring with a lot of just fun, silly stuff that you can do. I'm not sure if they drop any awesome gear. Doesn't really look like too much. The Frigid Ring will be pretty good for a mage that doesn't have freezing bands or the other good stuff. But I know this is great sources for essences, like essences of water and other things like that. Any of the elemental essences, as well as elemental things which are used for protection potions. So that's pretty much it. That's a general overview of everything you can get into and look at. I've spent a lot of time doing it and sort of preparing. If you look at my reps, I just have a little bit more to go with Timbermaw. Probably finish that today on stream. And then Thorium Brotherhood, I'm going to need 60 lava cores and fiery cores to get there, which will be pretty nice to do. Hydraxian Warlords don't really matter right now. Serene Circle, just hard to get rep for them. But yeah, Timbermaw, Thorium Brotherhood, those are the ones to look forward to and focus on right now, guys. I did see that Argent Dawn gets healing to wrists later, but I am not... We'll look real quick to see if that is phase 3. Oh, okay, it is phase 3. So if you're not already honored with Argent Dawn, you can get some tailoring patterns, leatherworking, blacksmithing, and enchant bracer healing, which is going to be huge for all healers. They're going to want that. So if you're not revered already, you should be, so you could get your shoulder enchants now. But if you're not, focus that, especially if you're an enchanter. Anyway, guys, I think that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer. Wowhead is a great source for this. I just want to do my best to try to make sure you guys are prepared for phase 3, because it's launching pretty soon. I imagine we'll have BWL by January. That's my prediction. We might not. But BG's December 10th, so be prepared for that, guys. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Alright, guys, I'm back, actually. I forgot one thing, and that is to get your Onyxian scale cloaks. So anytime anyone skins Onyxia, you get an Onyxian scale, and this is necessary for Nefarian. You need the shadow protection. I don't have a link to the Onyxian scale cloak right now, but what I can show you is that it takes a cindercloth cloak, which is made by a tailor who gets the recipe, 1 essence of fire, 5 bolts of rune cloth, and then this cloak, as well as an Onyxian scale and 1 rune thread, makes the Onyxian scale cloak. You can get the Onyxian scale cloak by having a leather worker turn in the Onyxia head, and then he will teach it to you. I believe you need to be tribal in order to make it. And yeah, just want to let you guys know to get your cloaks before BWL comes out, because you're going to need them. And this is the actual ending, guys, and I appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. If you made it to the ending, thank you so much for watching this video. It really helps. If you could, please share this with like one person you know, because it would help me so much. I'd appreciate that. Really gets me going on this and can keep growing to make this sustainable and keep up this lifestyle. So I super appreciate it. And if you could please like, comment, and subscribe, it would mean the world to me. And thank you so very much. Bye-bye.